This is just a little bit too much to ignore. I just thought I'd throw this clip in there as the introduction to the next video on the old 922 brake job. Well, it's been 24 hours later, and I got the front wheel, and you can see that it's jacked up off the ground, and it's still holding there. It always did. It's the only one out of four that stays inflated. But here we just finished putting this wheel back together. The brakes, I do have to get a new brake shoe for it, but it's all together and standing on the ground. And as you, if you watched the last video, I broke down that locking ring and installed a new O-ring. And this is 48 hours later, and this thing is holding there just as good as ever. It's brand new. Well, it's holding there like a brand new tire. It's a good thing there's 16 ply in it, because the rest of the tire is pretty baked, but I'm pleased that that is holding there now, so I don't have to worry about it going flat in less than 24 hours. I did go ahead on the far side. I got the other two wheels torn off and living pretty dangerously. You can see the front axle is held up by the bucket, plus some good blocks underneath the axle. Wheel is off, hub's off. Same as at the back. I got the 35-ton jack underneath the axle holding it up, plus there's blocks at the end of the radiator there to hold things up in the air. Now this is going to be the big problem on this job. As you can see, a lot rustier and in poorer shape. These cups have rotted, a lot of rust inside the brake cylinders. This shoe is missing the whole brake lining, nothing left but the rivets. And the other one is good. They're contaminated with oil, and you can see that there's been some oil leaking over time. All that's just wet, saturated, so it's going to be a workout to get that hydraulic system cleaned out. That's on the back, the steering axle. The front one is a little bit better condition, not much, but it's been leaking oil as well. So this is the side that's always been given the problem. So gonna get my tools out and we'll tear it down. Well, there's no time like the present, so we might as well get after tearing these two hubs down. First thing is to get rid of this spring on either set. Those are tough sons of guns. Okay, we got the that big spring off. Got all these spring keepers off. I even got the circlips off the bottom anchor pins. And I think these should just slide off. They're not going to be tough like the other side, because they're well, they're loose. Might need a little persuasion. I thought they'd be a lot more forgiving as they got saturated with oil. There we come. There's the one, and it's got a intact shoe. Let's go over and get the other one. Well, not as graceful, but that's off too, and it's got no shoe on it at all. It's got the shoe there, but it doesn't have the lining. And of course everything is just all full of crud, but now we'll see. This boot here is done for, so is the other one. But we got new ones. And these ones are stuck. So might have to get a little bit more persuasion out. Oh, it's moving though. That should just pop right out of there. Maybe. Got a lot of buildup of rust. We got the cordless with the wire wheel, just fits right in there, so we'll just scuff it up a little bit, polish it up. It should allow that to come out. Here we come. There we go. Well, I've been looking all over the darn place in the local area here for that spring. I got one on the other side out, and that's what the spring looks like, and it's not rusted. It's just a nice larger size spring. And then even if you go over there, the darn thing is over there, but I can't see it. I had to go to the other side of the tractor and see it. Kind of like a pretty well camouflaged. It's right there dead center of the screen. But when I go over to the other corner here, I just happen to be looking down in between the wheels here. And I don't know if I can see it with the, look at that, bright as hell. Isn't that amazing? I got all this, I left off with just squeezing these hydraulic pistons together, and they're already working back and forth, pushing oil back into the master cylinder. And after I did that, I went ahead and I put the shoes back on. They are thin, they're oil soaked, they're not, I don't have the material to replace the shoes, but what I want to do is put the hub back into place and air up the air system. And well, I'll have to get some more brake fluid, but I want to prime up the master cylinder for the front end of this machine. The lines are clear, everything should work. So I want to put the hub on, and we'll continue with that. All right, let's get started at that. I already videoed the installation of the hubs and everything, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it all on and get ready to you know, bleed down the hydraulic system. The wheels will be lifted up off the ground, and I'll be able to spin the wheels freely, so I'll be able to tell if the brakes are beginning to work. So anyway, I'll bring you back when I get the hubs and the possibly the tire back on. Look at these two girls. They're pretty easy dogs to keep on the porch or underneath the bucket in the out of the rain. Okay, I didn't bother trying to talk over top of the machine there, but I had it running just to charge up the air. And I used that little stick, as you can see. I pumped the brakes, the air brakes, or the air system, and then held it in place with a stick, and then went around and bled off the two front hubs. I don't have a wheel on this one, but that doesn't matter. It's still jacked up, and put it in gear, and as you've seen, the machine would turn the wheels over, and the brakes are working. So that was quite a bit of work to get two front brakes going. Now I still got to have brake shoes for this one, but I figure I'm just going to put it all together and have it isolated. It won't take hydraulic fluid to the drums, but I still got to, as you can see, this line is disconnected, and I'm going to have to pull it out from underneath the frame there. Somewhere there's a plug in this here line. So we're going to have to be working at that, as well as getting these brakes together on this last wheel. Almost done cleaning her up, but she's a dirty brake job. Dirty, dirty. I'm down to my last wheel. I got this line finally broke apart and all put back together. And I got a plug in this here T that goes to this wheel here because I want to isolate it. I don't want it to be active at all because it's missing the material on the one shoe at the back here. You can see that maybe. Yeah, it's missing that whole material, shoe material on this here shoe. So I'm going to keep it isolated for now. So I've got that teed off. So now I'm ready. I got my shoes, everything's all back together here. So I'm just going to yeah, we'll put our brake drum on and planetary sets and plates and a couple of tires, and we'll fire it up, see if we can bleed the brake at the rear end there, and then take it for a little test drive, hopefully. Okay, good morning. We're back out here this morning, and I did finish up with that hub at the back over here, putting that on, plus the wheels front and back. I reversed them. I put the flatter faced tire in the front because it's a little wider in the stance, and I believe that it's the one that's going to take all the weight when it is working, so it might as well be in the front. And this one here, and it's a little on the soft side, so I might go ahead and get a rubber ring and put that in there eventually too, to keep that from holding up. Currently the front is still held up with the bucket, and it's got a set of blocks underneath it, so those tires are not on the ground yet. I never did start it up yesterday. I'm going to have to start it up, air up the system, and bleed the far wheel on the other side, because I got the rear brakes working, except for this one. It's been plugged off and isolated. So yeah, it's 1 below zero. So let's see if we can do a cold start on this old baby. I still got a lot of electrical to do, but so far what I've got is the master switch, the disconnect. So you can turn that on. My ignition switch, if I turn it to the left, that's going to run the glow plugs. So I'll leave that sit for 30 seconds or so, and then we'll see if it'll fire up. You can hear the pump kick in, the electric fuel pump. I had to shut this engine down here right away. I got a little bit of a spill on the ground. This line out of the cooler line, apparently I didn't put it in place properly. It's, as you can see, it's popped right out of the casting. It's out of the seal. I have to take these two lock nuts off, and apparently there's this there's a stay there that's supposed to be holding that in there, so gonna have to do a little bit of tidying up here first before we do anything. Okay, I got it all started up and rolled ahead, and I just changed the oil and everything in the engine. I put dumped whatever was left in there and put new oil in. I got this thing fixed up temporarily. I don't have the proper O-ring, but amazingly the lip seal that comes out of your master cylinder pistons fits right in that groove, and it sealed it up, and I got it held in there pretty secure. Good enough till I get a new O-ring anyway. So yeah, let's just move it back and forward and run it through some paces for a little bit. Well, there she goes forward and back, shifts, boom up, bucket curl. The left-hand brake does the proper thing. It stops machine, kicks it in neutral. You can use the hydraulics. And, well, the right-hand brake is the one you use just for carrying, I guess, and stopping. But anyway, great success. We got her running, and we do need brakes on it. They're soft. I got to get a whole whack of shoe material and do them all. Anyway, I just wanted to prove that this thing was going to be a machine, and it seems like it's going to work out pretty good. So we'll try to harvest any money off that money tree and put some brakes, maybe some engine cylinders and piston rings, or liners I mean, and piston rings. Do the brakes, the shoes, and well, a couple odds and other ends, and this will be a great machine. I forgot to mention, yeah, if you like these videos, keep on subscribing, keep on liking and commenting and everything, and I really appreciate it. So we'll catch up to you on the next one.